Looks like your coffee mug over there says crush the resistance, so I hope you don't become strong in the Force, because I know which direction you're going.
It's not my mug.
It's just on on your desk.
It has coffee in it.
Well, you're drinking out of it.
It's that little bit of darkness in the light.
Okay.
I thought what's the name was okay. Benicio del Toro. Despite that scene.
Yeah, he was okay.
Casino thing being kind of like out of place.
Yeah.
That was only bad because of some of the dialogue and because of its placement in the movie. I was just like, come on, move along with this story. First of all, it was getting like...
Yeah, it was like they started like a whole new thing. Like that could have been like its own movie if they wanted to, practically.
Could have been its own episode of the Clone Wars.
Yeah. They're like, now we're going to talk about mistreating these animals and smashing the upper class or whatever.
It's like, wasn't it good to just fuck them up or something like that? It's good to just smash some things up. Yeah. Like, come on, Finn.
Like, what do you think? Like, once they leave, they're not going to, like, capture those racing animals and, like, beat them some more or something? Of course they are. They didn't, like, destroy the society, like, never to be rebuilt. They just, like, broke some buildings.
Yeah, that was, way too long. Way too long.
It was too long.
Just that scene alone, but in the movie, it's kind of dragging on. And once I knew nothing was going to happen, I was just like, let's get the fuck out of here. I'm like sad for Star Wars. I'm not that excited anymore. Like, it doesn't grab. I'm just going to be happy with the original trilogy. I like this episode 7, but all it really was is a New Hope clone with some characters that I liked. So I'm just going to be happy with the original trilogy, and they can surprise me with these next ones. I'll probably still see them in the movies. I probably won't get them first day. I'm not going to get my tickets in advance.
Yeah.
I'm just not going to let myself get into the hype anymore. I thought they could do a good job consistently. I don't know what happened. I'm sad. I'm sad for Luke. Mainly Luke and Leia.
And you also didn't care for Han's death either that much.
And Han's death was better than both of those portrayals. But yeah, because you saw Han's death coming. Like, I mean, it's not like you knew that. Walk over to Kylo and be like, "Come on, let's go home."
Like, yeah, we're only 30 minutes into this brand new trilogy. Oh, looks like we wrapped the whole thing up. He's back. He's a good guy again.
But you know what? That could have been cool too. Because then, like, all right, here comes Ben. He's back.
Like, oh, we thought it was kind of going to be this, but it's actually going to be this entirely different thing.
Pissed.
Yeah.
And here come the Knights of Ren, and now we got fucking like 7 enemies who are badass. Now we're on to something, you know? Like, now we got a whole lot of shit to like, take care of. And we're just a little scrappy little resistance with like 2 Jedi. Mark Hamill said he was pissed that Luke and Han never got to meet up again in the movie.
Yeah, I think I'm okay with that.
I don't know how they would have done it, you know, but I'm just like, yeah.
Like, I understand why people would necessarily want to see that, but I'm okay with that, really.
That makes Han's death a little more, you know, like, meaningful. At least to Luke, it gives Luke some motivation to do something, come back. What was Luke's motivation for coming back? Like, it's not like he could do anything. Unless he's going to fight Kylo Ren to keep them at bay.
Yeah.
Distract them for 5 minutes.
And maybe, hopefully, in some, like, subtle way, teach him like some sort of a lesson about something. Like Kylo let himself. Kylo got ruled by his emotions. He let himself get distracted by Luke, and then lost sight of the overall goal. And all the rebels got away.
That's a fair point.
Like Luke said, like he didn't come to save him. Oh, do you think Kylo lied to her about her parents being nobodies, or do you think her parents are nobodies?
I don't even know. I have no guess.
I could see it going either way. I'd rather they just be nobodies. Although I think they kind of give like a little, because when they are doing that, like touching minds like across the thing, they do a scene of that. Then they do that scene where like Luke reaches out to Leia and she's like in the thing and she wakes up and goes, Luke, and he goes, Leia. And then they cut back to like Kylo and Rey also doing it. So I feel like we're supposed to like, they were subtly trying to make us subconsciously think that like Rey and Kylo might be like brother and sister. Maybe. I think they can just let her parents be nobodies, and I'm fine with that.
I don't know. They didn't pay anything off in this. They should just have said nothing or give us the answer. Like, if this wasn't the answer, I don't know why they're just going to lie to us and make somebody else in the next one.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'd rather that
because it's an okay reveal that they're nobody. But maybe they could have given her that information a little bit before so that it could help me believe that maybe possibly she's going to waver and turn to the dark side.
Yeah.
Because there's no meaning to her search anymore.
I like when she's down in that pit and the Long Rover snap their fingers. I like that.
The what?
Like when she's like looking in that mirror and like the mirror of her goes on for like 100 rays.
Right. Yeah.
And when she snaps her fingers, like they all snap their fingers, but like a microsecond apart from each other. So it was like snap, 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 snap. I like that.
That scene was a little underwhelming, but I do like that it kind of put her. It was like, nah, you're all in.
Yeah.
And that's why I kind of think like it was just her in that case.
Yeah.
Like Darth Vader didn't come out.
Right.
She didn't come out with a Kylo Ren mask on.
Right.
Smash it.
Right.
You know, it was just her. And then, you know, that put it on her to make the choices. And that's why she didn't turn. I don't know why she didn't cut his fucking hand off. But that develops both characters. Fucking both characters, man. Even this make me have a cool... Where are the cool moments in this? My mind goes right to Luke being blasted by a million.
I think like
robots.
right before he gets blasted by those, like when you see the shot like over his shoulder, where like you see his back and you see them all lined up against him. That's cool because you got that. You got like the epic score going.
I mean, scene wise, that's a cool
Yeah.
scene. What else?
Yeah.
The first scene with Poe is cool. Starts off with a little humor, and then he's just doing his Poe thing where he ace pilot. I love it. I love X-Wings, and then he just fucking. He's like the Beatles. He's like the Beatles of X-Wing pilots. All four Beatles.
New topic now. Are the Beatles really an apt analogy for best ever? Would you really call the Beatles the best ever?
Yes.
Wild topic change.
I don't know. In a broad sense, just so people have a gauge. You know?
Sure.
But yeah, that was a great scene with Poe in the beginning. Great scene at the end with Luke. I didn't like the hologram thing, but that's fine. Can we get one more great scene to go with? Like we have 3 great scenes and then like the 3 horrible scenes.
Great scenes?
Yeah.
I mean, there's good stuff, but yeah,
Was
like
the
what's
Praetorian
another...
Guard fight great?
That's what I would see. If I were going to say one, that's kind of what I'm leaning towards.
If she would have cut us,
but I feel like I would say good. Like I didn't come away from it going like, "Whoa, that was great." I don't know if I'd use the word "great," and I'm sure a lot of people say, "Oh, they just did it to like look cool, not for a practical purpose." But honestly, when like they're on the salt planet and like everything they do kind of makes the red of the salt, I'm okay with that. I don't care if they did it just to make it look cool. Fine, it looked cool.
Right, it looked cool. All right, I got one more.
Okay,
I got it, and then we'll end the show or the podcast.
We said that half an hour ago.
We'll save some shit for the next time.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm gonna edit.
Right.
Editing.
Right.
So another great scene was when she puts the ship into light speed and cracks the dreadnought in half.
Oh yeah,
pretty
sure.
good.
Yeah,
pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, no, I'll put that up there as great. Even though she should have did it like 7 to 10 minutes prior.
Yeah.
Like before they destroyed like half or more of the transporter ships.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff you could nitpick about everything surrounding it, but just as far as like the scene itself goes, yeah,
it was great.
Yeah, okay.
You could hear a pin drop. That thing, because when like the sound cuts out, completely. Like
that's the thing. The second time I saw it, the sound was better.
Yeah,
it didn't have that tinny quality to it. That
I missed a lot of what Yoda said because of that.
Yeah. Every time it got better, I was like, "Oh, good, it's better now." And then it would get worse again. I was like, "What is going on?"
Yeah, but the sound was an issue.
The second time I saw it, all the dialogue came through normal, which was maybe you need to see it with like good audio. Maybe that was really the problem, the poor audio quality.
Yeah,
you watch it again with good audio, and you're like, "This is a different movie."
Yeah, I think the writing's so bad. I've only heard every other word. Because I like that scene in Rogue One too, where I think the rebellion are trying to escape, and then like Vader's fleet like comes out of hyperspace and just like smashes like all the ships trying to escape. That's another one that fell short. Yeah, stay tuned for our Rogue One.
Let's save Rogue One for another one because I love Rogue One and Ray hates it.
Don't see the point.
It might be Ray's least favorite, and it might be my favorite.
How long until we get the Porg standalone movie?
Well, we never got an Ewok standalone movie. Of course, the Porgs are better than Ewoks. So.
Oh my god!
I don't even really remember
the Ewoks. Will eat Porgs literally. Yeah,
I don't know.
They'll
probably outsmart them.
There'll be no. Like our food.
Like the Ewoks.
Aren't they food?
Are like. Well, yeah. I mean,
I can't believe we had Chewbacca eat one.
We didn't. We never actually saw him eat one.
Oh, he ate it.
I mean, he killed it and cooked it, but I don't think he ate it.
No, he ate
That was what those last snarls were like. Great, now I can't enjoy
No,
this.
he came. Maybe he felt a little bit bad about it. Is that a metaphor for the movie? I don't know how, but I just
like the Porgs are like
posed
the
that
rebels,
question.
and Chewbacca was like the Empire.
No, I mean like the Porgs are like Star Wars fans, and the movie is the cooked one, and Chewbacca is Disney.
I think you're.
And Ryan
I don't know. I think you're just throwing nouns together.
I mean, someone else put this together, but
Well,
and I'm
then
asking
I think they're just throwing.
someone
nouns
else
together.
needs to iron this out. Reddit needs to get a hold of it.
I do not think the Porgs are an analogy for anything.
They're just
They're
stupid.
just cute, and that's okay.
How about that thing that Luke milked? Was that cute?
Well,
Did
no,
that need to
obviously.
be in the movie?
You know what I did?
Did we need to see the origin of blue milk?
That looked more green to me. I don't think that was the origin of blue milk. I think it was just showing the fauna of the planet.
I think Luke brought that thing with him because he enjoys blue milk.
There was a bunch of them there.
He's like breeding them on the island, probably.
That's just where they're from. I don't think that was.
These are the things that we
It
have to
wasn't even blue
theorize
milk.
now.
See, these are the theories that
people
like you
find out.
wish we were talking about.
Right.
Now we're talking about them. Your wish was granted by Disney.
Took fucking Poe out of an X-Wing. Are you insane? Do you know how to make a movie?
Well, Poe had to learn a lesson. They went about that poorly. And now he learned the lesson, I guess, and can get back in his ship now and go do whatever he does.
Do you think he will, or do you think he'll be like General?
Some sort of like a
Dameron?
commander now.
General
Yeah.
Dameron.
Is that his last name?
Well, I mean, Leia's still fucking alive.
Yeah, but did they shoot anything for 9?
I think it's all shot. I think
Is
think
it?
it's all shot for 9.
Oh,
Not Leia's parts. I heard are all shot.
okay.
Where they have enough to make that
To make something?
That's not going to
Yeah.
be an issue.
Okay. All right.
The issue is that
I guess now that you say
the
that,
issue
I
is
feel
that
like
they
I
have
do.
all the footage they need
Right.
to keep Leia alive for another movie, and she should have been dead already.
Well, then maybe he will be out being a pilot then. Of course, I mean, Akbar's dead, and what's her
We
name?
don't have any ships.
With like the purple hair is dead, so maybe Poe is like the next like ranking guy. He was giving orders at the end when he was all like, "All right, everyone, now let's do this. Now, come on, now we're doing this." And Leia's all like, "Yeah, listen to that guy." So maybe he will be like a high ranking.
Are we just going to build like a
guy
whole
now.
new world for episode 9? Make that like the crux of because Rebels got to go somewhere.
They do, yeah. I mean, they have to go somewhere.
First
That's what we're
First
going
Order's
to
gotta
find out.
them.
You know,
Fucking Kylo, they're just going to astral project everywhere they go now. That's the problem. Now everyone's going to be like, "Why don't they just fucking astral project?"
because it literally killed him to do it. Obviously, it exerts. You got to put a lot of like your soul into it or whatever, and
They'll fix that with one line of dialogue. Oh, good thing Kylo Ren and Rey are the strongest Force users in the galaxy. Good thing this little sweeping up kid is the strongest Force user since Rey and Kylo.
well, he's like your favorite character, right? So you probably hope that that guy's the strongest guy in the Force.
I wish that I just walked into the
That
movie,
sweeping
they
up kid.
played that scene, and then they rolled the credit. They played the trailer.
Oh, wait, so now is that a great scene? Was that a fourth great scene
Yeah.
with the
okay.
kid?
That's almost like after credit scene, but they know no one's fucking sticking around for the credits after that shit. But yeah, all right, I'll give that a 4th. I'll put that before the kamikaze,
Yeah.
the Dreadnought kamikaze.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a fun movie, if I could, but so disappointing. The great stuff did not outweigh the bullshit in this. Okay, well, thanks for listening. I had fun doing it. I had more fun doing this than I did watching the actual movie. So, I just wish it was better.
I didn't have that much fun, but I did have fun doing that.
I wish we were talking about theories. I wish we were I wish I was fawning over scenes from this movie that I loved and like what it meant for the future of Star Wars and the Jedi and the Force. But it's so fucking convoluted because we burned the books, but then Rey has them still. So who like what?
Does she?
Yeah. Yep.
Did she?
Yep.
I missed that.
They're on the Falcon. I think they're
Are they?
Some Porgs have nestled up right next to them. They are the new guardians of the Jedi tomes.
I'd watch that movie.
I'd throw up outside the theater.